Hello and welcome to Chapter 12, Marketing, Sales, and Collection Process. In this video, we're going to describe the marketing, sales, and collection process for B2C sales. So marketing, sales, and collection processes follow conversion process in the basic business model, like converting lemons into lemonade, setting up a booth in a high traffic area, waving down potential customers, and exchanging a glass of lemonade for $1 or $2 or more. A company converts its resources into products and or services and sells them to generate revenue that is collected, hopefully, as cash. So here we see an example of the marketing, sales, and collection process. So we start with the inputs. In this case, we are talking about financing, employees, property, plant, and equipment, inventory, and goods and services. Then we talk about the conversion process, which is the heart of the business. This is the product design, the product planning, the scheduling, operations, and quality control. Then we have what is the topic of our lecture today, which is marketing, sales, and the collection process. In this part, we are looking to acquire customers and hopefully retain them, to make those sales, and to collect the money from those sales. There are two types of businesses or types of sales, as you can see here: B2C, business to consumer, and B2B, business to business. So companies take different approaches to information systems for sales. They can either have limited controls and process through optimized best-in-class operations. So now let's move to our business to consumer sales, B2C. So we start with marketing, where we're connecting the product to the customer. Then we take the customer's order, which in turn it turns into a sales order. Then hopefully we collect the cash from the customer via check or electronic funds transfer. Then we deliver those Julia's cookies to the customer, and hopefully we obtain a delivery receipt. So this gives you a business to customer sales and collection process that goes from the customer's purchase all the way to the payment. Marketing departments are generally responsible for marketing research, advertising, branding, promotional programs, and search engine optimization, SEO. So many organizations purchase customer relationship management software, CRM, customer relationship management, or they actually have modules within their ERP system, their enterprise resource planning systems, that can manage these interactions with existing, past, and potential customers. So there are several control activities for marketing processes, which include protecting how the business interacts with potential customers. So we have the business to consumer marketing control activities. And then here you see some sample control activities and then the control owner. Mostly you'll see the marketing director is responsible for making password logs available to authorized users, or using standardized scripts when responding to certain scenarios, and reviewing and approving social media posts, for example. Now let's move on to the sales process. Once customers are interested in purchasing, the sales process then takes place. So off-site business to consumer customers send their orders in, hopefully via an app or some electronic means. Then the customer receives a copy of the sales order, a source document, which has the order details, and it usually includes the date of the order, the customer's name, their address, the delivery address for the order, and then any type of descriptions or individual prices, quantities of the goods that were ordered, and the selling price for each of those goods. So here we see a sample order example, and this is what is sent to the customer as an order confirmation, and it includes the details of the products ordered and the selling price. And you'll see those right here. Then we move on to cash collections for the business to consumer customers, and that usually occurs at the time the sale is made. And so here these payments can be made with cash or checks or any type of mobile payment apps or credit cards. So control activities for the business to consumer cash collections focuses on in-store transactions. So employees are transferring the physical cash and goods between the business and the customer, since this usually has high fraud risks. So when we are talking about the business to consumer cash collection control activities, here we see that the COO, the Chief Operating Officer, is the control owner for accepting any type of cashless payments in the store, or installing and monitoring security cameras covering the cash registers, or having each sales counter employee use their own cash drawer, or conducting inventory counts to identify any missing inventory compared to the sales receipts. Then we talk about delivery. So the business to consumer sales delivers goods to the customers, typically in person, at the time of the sale. So the process of transferring goods to the customer after the sale and the cash collections, whether it's a food delivery or any type of e-payment shipment, requires another source document, which is the delivery receipt, which contains the order details, the contents of the delivery, and the customer information that accompanies that product. And here we see our delivery receipt example, which shows the delivery of the products to our e-commerce customers. And this is an additional source document similar to a packing slip or an order confirmation that is obtained. And here you see the customer receipt. So then we move on to the business to consumer delivery control activities. We see here that still the COO, the Chief Operating Officer, is responsible for these sample control activities, such as insurance of adhering to all the state and local and federal food handling and transportation regulations, and to use food tampering stickers or seals on delivery containers. Additionally, we also see that the COO is also responsible for possibly periodically driver delivery safety training, or delivery drivers providing background checks and driving records, and hopefully a robust onboarding. Additionally, the COO might be responsible to require customers to submit a photo of the product condition in order to return the product or get a refund. So here we see a business to consumer sales process flowchart example that is for Julia's Cookies, and usually it varies depending on the sale that is made and where the sale is made, either in store or via a mobile app. Now let's move to inventory management, which is the oversight of inventory from purchases to sales. So here the importance of inventory management is that sales orders and forecasts determine the inventory requirements, which in turn drives our purchases of raw materials, supplies, and the entire production of finished goods. So this visualization shows you how we turn raw materials into work in process, or WIP, and then into finished goods. Then let's discuss supply chain management. So this is the management of the life cycle of the product, from producing raw materials through the consumer sales. So the sales and collection process is at the end of the physical life cycle of a product, but this information is generated in these processes, is used throughout the entire supply chain. So here we see our sales and collection process. So obviously we start off with raw materials, then we move on to the supplier, and then we move on to manufacturing and distribution to the retail locations to get those end products to the consumer. And that is the end of this lecture. Thank you for watching.